Hi YouTube family. It's Thursday, the week of spring break, okay? And let's see what we got in store for this week today. All right, so if you saw one of my previous videos, you probably heard me talking about my daughter Peyton Dior, who has the hair and body butter line. Okay, so and I told y'all that we were gonna get into a little bit of all of that. We're gonna learn together. We're gonna do a little bit of everything. I'm gonna mix some butter. I'm gonna show y'all a little bit of everything. So I kind of want to do this from start to finish, like not start to finish, but I kind of want to like just, because this is a new channel that I'm doing from my old channel, I kind of want to just do everything from the beginning, if that makes sense. So pretty much what I'm doing is, because like on my last channel, I just kind of dove in and jumped in and just started showing a little bit of this and that. I really didn't go from, you know, the beginning. I really didn't talk much about my business. I really didn't get deep into how I started everything, which my business is Gloss Up and Peyton's is the Dior collection. She has a hair and body butter line, but she also has, you know, other items on her website that I'm like this close to. It's finished, but I'm just, you know, tying up the loose ends and putting my little finishing touches on it. She's 5, so I'm going to teach her how to do some things on her website, because the baby love to learn. She love to do some stuff. She love to help her mama. So what we're going to do right now is I want to talk about the hair and body butter line, and I want to talk about how I got started and what made me do hair and body butter for her. So when Peyton was about let me see, she was a baby. She wasn't even one. She probably was about 6 months or something like that. Well, I saw that her skin was a little irritated, and I guess it was, I was thinking it was maybe eczema. So I immediately, you know, went into business mode, because in my mind I'm like, you know, I didn't know how bad it was going to be. It was just a little bit. It wasn't a lot. But I also did not want to use the cream that they give you from the doctor's office, because it has steroids in it. I didn't want to use that on my baby. I wanted to do more of a natural thing. So that light bulb went off, baby. Y'all know your girl. I started business in my sleep. Okay. So what I did was I said, okay, I'm gonna create my baby something to use on her skin more natural. And then that's what I did. I just turned the butter into her business. So, and honestly, when I use it on her skin, like, I mean, it just works so well. I don't really even think she like gets irritated. Like sometimes she may have a little irritation here and there, and it all depends on what she's consuming, because honestly, dairy is what causes it to flare up. So anyhow, that's how we got started. That's what made me do it. Now, starting a hair and body butter business, it does not have to be expensive, okay? And I'm just showing y'all some stuff that you'll need to get started, okay? So I kind of got this stuff just sitting off to the side in the back, because I'm actually getting ready to mix some butter. But the first thing I want to do is I want to show what we are using. This is what we're using, okay? So in her butter, and I do what I do is I do one. You can use the butter for your hair and your body, but I try to separate it. Lately, that's what I said I was gonna do, is separate the hair butter from the body butter, because pretty much like we're gonna do some butters with pigment and some without pigment, meaning just straight raw butter, no pigment, no scents. So some will have a scent, some will not have a scent, some will have a pigment, some will not have a pigment. I'm gonna separate them like that. Okay, so first thing is your shea butter. What's the shea butter? Oh yeah, Amazon. I'll leave the link of this in the description because I do not remember how much I paid for this, but I'll definitely leave the link in the mango butter. Mango butter. All right. Those are the two butters that we use. Okay. You want to have the ingredients that I put in her butters are okay. I ordered this from eBay. Botana oil, okay? And you want to make sure you got the real raw botana oil when you do it. For some reason, this little label done came off, but I ordered this from eBay, and it's been a while since I ordered it. So what I'll do is I'll go back to my eBay account and I'll try to find the link to where I ordered this from. But this is the raw. It smells like coffee. This is raw botana oil, and it's like, I wish y'all can see inside. That's what it looks like if y'all can see that. But we're gonna melt this inside of the mango and the shea butter. Botana oil. Raw. Alright. The next thing is we're gonna do some grapeseed oil. I have a fresh bottle over here. I have this old bottle. But I have a fresh bottle as well. This brand right here, I've been using this brand since I started the business. Now Solutions. I've been using this brand since I started. I also use this grapeseed oil when I mix my lip gloss as well, and we're gonna get into that too. But yeah, I love this oil. This is the grapeseed oil, so that's what we use that. We go in with a little bit of coconut oil. Yep, some coconut oil. What else we got? This scent right here is, I ordered from this company called Nature's Garden. This is a baby powder scent, y'all. Let me tell you something. That baby powder scent is so potent, baby. Let me tell you. I don't care where I am. When I would put Pigments butter on, it could be on my skin, on my hair, and if I'm wearing the one with the scent, the baby powder scent, oh my God. I've had people stand behind me and be like, "I smell baby powder." Yeah, that's me. All in my hair. And then they're like, "What is that?" Oh, that's my I just spotted a red bird, out the window. But I'm always like, that's my daughter's body butter or hair butter or whatever. And then boom, I'm leading them to the website, or I'm sticking a card in their hand, or I'm sending them to her Instagram. Okay, so yeah, the scent. All right, next thing you want to do is, and I like I said, I'm gonna put the description. I'm gonna put the links of all of these products in the description of this vlog because I do not remember how much I paid for this stuff, but I will leave it in the description for y'all. so you can see, you can go and add it up yourself and see how much it will cost to start a butter business. All right, so you want to have, wait a minute, because I'm missing the product. It's not, oh, here it is. Arrowroot Powder. Arrowroot Powder. It's a little, I've opened this, so it's a little messy, but Arrowroot Powder. Can y'all see that? Okay. This right here. Have you ever had a butter to where when it melts, it's running? To where it's messy. Well, that's why you want your arrowroot powder, because the arrowroot powder keeps it. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for. It keeps the butter in place without, like, so if it melts, you won't have to worry about it just running and leaking all over the place, being messy and stuff. So you want to get you some arrowroot powder. Right? Now, this came from Walmart. I had to get a new one because the other one was a little old, so I went to get a fresh mixing bowl. And I just got one like this. Little mixing bowl came from Walmart. I think it was like, I got the receipt right here, that's what I'm looking at. It was $10. Yep, it was $10. $9.97. So one of those. Alright. Boom. You need to know how much product you're using. Don't be just dumping product in the bowl and mixing. Don't be doing that. Because we ain't got time to be wasting no money, wasting no product. We want to make some money. And we want to help people clear their skin up. And we need enough to go around, okay? You need to know what you're mixing. You need to know the amount you're mixing. So go get you a digital scale. I got this from Walmart. Can't remember how much it was. It probably was like $10. Something like that. It wasn't expensive. So yeah. Get your digital scale. Okay. The next thing is, I always just use some regular plastic spoons to do my mix, so I can make sure the consistency of the mix is good. Okay. And some Ziploc bags. And I'm gonna show y'all what these for in the next video. So y'all gonna have to stick around. Y'all gonna have to turn your notification bells on. You're gonna have to comment, like, share, subscribe, all that stuff to get the next thing, to get the next notification on what we're gonna do with these Ziploc bags. I'm gonna show y'all in this video, but you're gonna use these Ziploc bags. Boom. Walmart, Dollar Tree, whatever. Make sure you got some alcohol. Put my alcohol in a spray bottle, because you got to clean all your stuff that you're using. Your mixing bowl, your spoons, your jars. Oh, I got to show y'all her jars. Oh, wait, hold on. What did I do? Hold on. Is Peyton's jars inside that cabinet right there? In the front? Can you look for a second and hand them to me? Yeah. Yeah, let me show y'all her jars that we use. I got these off of Amazon too. And also I'm gonna show y'all a little way to make some samples, or if you want, you can use these other ones to do like if you're doing a pop-up shop, or stuff like that. Let me just show y'all what I'm talking about. Alright, so oh, don't forget the gloves. You need gloves. I usually buy these in a box, but it don't matter. Make sure you got gloves. You could also like do your little mix in these too. I keep these around because I mix gloss in these too. But hand sanitizer. Make sure you got some hand sanitizer. Clean hands. Clean hands. Okay. All right. Let me show y'all. The jar. Okay. So I guess this is the brand here. Wow, what up this one? Now, we've been using these with the white tops, but I recently ran across some jars that have, I think there was some that had silver tops, and then, I think at one time I had some with black tops too, I can't remember. But I ran across some that had silver, and I ran across some with some rose gold tops. Y'all know I love rose gold. So I think I said I was gonna switch out once I get rid of these, but I was gonna separate them by color, by the color of the tops, hair butter, body butter, because I want to kind of like do a different selection. But inside of these, and this is why I like this brand. I don't know if all brands come like this, but inside, let me show you. When you open up a jar, look. Check it out. There's a small sample jar inside of this one. So this is a total, I think this pack came with, I think it comes with 12 inside of here. I still have some left over from another pack. But it comes with 12 inside of this pack, right? So you got 12 of these, and then you have a small jar on the inside of each one. That's 24 jars, okay? But these right here, you can use as sample jars, or you can use these and sell them for like $3. You feel me? So yeah. These are the ones. So what I was saying about the alcohol, before we get started, I'm gonna show y'all my setup in the next video. But I do a whole layout. I clean my surface area where I'm getting ready to work. So if I'm getting ready to work right here, I'm gonna spray my surface area down with alcohol. Okay? Then you're gonna need some paper towels. And I take my paper towels and I lay my paper towels out. And then I take my jars and I lay my jars out. Each one that I'm gonna fill, I open them up. And I lay them out on my paper towel, and I take my alcohol and I spray each jar with gloves on. I spray each jar with my alcohol really good and top it back up until I get ready to fill them, okay? That's another thing. Okay, so just make sure you are cleaning your stuff real good. Your mixing spoon, your mixing bowl, your surface area where you're gonna work, your jars, your hands clean, and all that good stuff. Yeah, so that's pretty much what you need to start a hair and body butter business. You can probably take a good $100 and get everything that I just showed you in this video and start a hair and body butter business, okay? Get your supplies. Go on what is it, Shopify, Wix, or whatever it is. Get your basic website. First starting, you don't have to be $40 and $50 a month for a website. Starting out for what? Oh, and let me show y'all. I forgot to show y'all this. This baby right here is the baby that do the magic. This baby do the magic. This baby is what makes that butter come alive. Okay? But before this come into play, I got to show y'all how to get it going. How you gonna melt that butter? How you gonna melt all these ingredients that I just showed you all together? And then this baby right here gonna whip. Alright. So yeah, you're gonna need one of these. So you can find one off Amazon, you can find one in Walmart, Family Dollar. I've seen videos where people are using the big ones, like the real big ones that, you know, the bowl is sitting, the real fancy ones, the ones that cost about $80, $90 or something like that, probably more than that. That's cool. But when you first starting out, listen, take you a hot $100, $125, $150 and just gather all your stuff, everything that I showed you. Just get everything you need. Get in your little space, get your little containers, your little baskets and stuff like that. Get yourself organized, get your stuff all, you know, where it needs to be, and get your business going. Because Peyton is 5 years old, and I started this business when she was a baby. But you know, it kind of, I'm not gonna say it stopped. It's just that, you know, life happened. So I kind of took a step back and, you know, had to rethink some things, regroup some things, redo some stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes when you start in a business, it's not gonna, trust me, I've been at this for a long time, it's not gonna give you everything that you're looking for right away. You got to really, when I say a business is like a baby, you got to nurture that thing. You got it. A business, you have to give it attention and time every day, just like a baby. That's why I say you have to nurture it for it to come alive, for it to give you what you want out of it. So yeah, go get one of these. That's pretty much, I say about $125, $150. You know, some stuff done went up a little bit because everything going up. But yeah. Just think about all the stuff you spend $125 on. Shoes, clothes, that's probably still sitting in your closet. You know, we sometimes we waste $125 on nothing, you know. Hey, so if you got in your mind you trying to start a hair and body butter business, I just showed you everything you need. There you go. So what I want y'all to do is subscribe, okay? Comment, like, share. Any questions, leave them in the comments. Is anybody out there with a hair and body butter business that runs across my video and you got some ideas, or you may have some different things to share with me? Hey, I'm all ears. I'm open-minded. I never stop learning. I love for somebody to give me an idea. Okay. So yeah, that's about it. So I thank y'all for watching. Just comment, like, share, subscribe. Please turn your notification bells on, because my next video I'm going to come back and we are going to mix butter together. I am going to start from the beginning to the end and we're going to mix together, because I'm going to bring that little 5-year-old in my office and she's going to help. Okay, so I thank y'all for watching. Stay tuned. Okay, peace out.